Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number 41, I believe, of our Local to Global Let's Get Massive in London LLW series. And I think this is the final episode ahead of Tale of Two Cities. So we've got a bunch of title matches confirmed for that event, and I think there might be one or two more matches confirmed. Not too sure. Well, I am sure. I just got to look at my notes. But we're here at the beginning of the month. We've got two great shows ahead of us. They are now 2-hour shows, I think, or hour and a half. It's been a while since I've recorded an LLW episode, but we're here. We're loving it. We've got all these new people, these fresh faces in the last few episodes that we're looking to make use of, and even more faces that we've signed that are yet to debut. So yeah, we're here in the pre-show match. It's terrible, apparently, but these are all of our kind of newbies and Shakara. Just kind of seeing what they do. We can see here that Sapphire Reed is clearly the star of these. Carmen Petrovic, I think, may probably be let go soon. I'm not too sure. She's hitting the 20s, and, you know, I just can't really see her getting that much better, that much quicker. So it might be best just to let her go. Let her do her thing elsewhere, and if she gets better in the future, we'll bring her back. LA Taylor, I think she will get much better over time. It's just about exposure. Shakara, we've had since day one. She's a positive influence in the locker room, so we know we've got that soft spot to keep her. But yeah, Sapphire Reed is definitely the star of this tag team match. Did they just make that smaller? Whoa, you can right click and make it smaller. Wow, there we go. Who knew? But yeah, Carmen Petrovic 27, Shakara 37, Sapphire Reed 58. Oh, also, LA Taylor and Sapphire Reed won this match. I feel like I completely glazed over that. Yeah, Sapphire with a 58 and LA Taylor with a 43. We're just going to handle a gimmick change because Shakara's gimmick is bad, apparently. She's now got Bossy as a gimmick. Oh, and it's gone across as poor. Okay, well, you know. Sorry, Shakara. I think it's Shakara. I'm assuming, or is it Chakra? You never know. I haven't actually heard her name be said in real life. But I have watched her wrestle, but there wasn't any commentary. It was a really small indie show. But yeah. First pre-show match done. Second pre-show match, of course, it's Will Osprey again. We're trying to get this boy rust-free, and a 71 is pretty good. Is he still rusty? I mean, I'm a little bit like... Scared's not the word, but I'm anticipating an insane number, because if he's getting a 71 while being rusty, what's going to happen when that rust is shaken off? Like, yeah. But either way, Will Osprey gets the win in the pre-show with a Stormbreaker against Drew Parker, who got a 58. Yeah. That hot new move as well, that's probably going to help boost up his performance too. Okay, now the cameras are on. We're streaming live on YouTube. Here we go. Opening match is Charli Evans taking on Martina. And in a pretty decent opening match, Charli Evans gets the win with the swipe left. Charli Evans has been on a pretty good run since signing with LLW. 64 rated performance, a 57 from Martina. Got the show off to a strong start, and a 67 overall. Pretty good. And just like last time, post-match, Charli Evans grabs the mic and calls out William Regal one more time, being like, look at this women's division. Look at the depth you've got at your hands, William. And just one title? Disappointing. Just, you know, again, being like, come on, man, we need another belt. We need another belt. So I'm sure William is taking all this feedback on board. But it does seem to be just a one-woman army at the moment demanding this. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Following on from this, I believe we have a debut. Oh, not the best. Probably shouldn't have put him against Tate Mayfair's, because I think these are both listed as like jobbers. But in about that had decent wrestling though, but no crowd heat. Zilla Fatu on his debut defeats Tate Mayfair's. Tate Mayfair's got a 58. You know, I quite like Tate. I want him to get better. But I think his popularity is the issue. The same with Zilla. The popularity is an issue. because people just don't, care for them at the moment. Zilla got a 45 result, which isn't too bad for someone that's got almost no pop. Debuted his Samoan Legacy gimmick, came across as great, awesome. Announcing and lifted the match, turned off by having a match outside of the pre-show, I know. But how else do you get exposure? A 45, not great, but hopefully the rest of the show lifts it up a little bit. But a great debut win for good old Zilla. And then post-match, William Regal just announces the newest signing, Zilla Fatu, to LLW. And obviously, William Regal helped get a bit more of a pop. People were like, oh shit, from the Anoa'i family, kind of. Is he going to link up with Joe? Who knows? We will have to wait and see. But following up from this, though, speaking of Anoa'i, Joe Anoa'i and his global empire are here. And this is just a promo. Anoa'i tells Sunshine Machine, who are the #1 contenders for Chazbet's and Phantasma's belts, to find a third man for the next show, because Anoa'i is stepping into the ring with his boys and wants to challenge them ahead of A Tale of Two Cities. So we've got all the members here, looking menacing, doing their thing, and Anoa'i calling out Sunshine Machine and saying, find yourself a third guy, because I'm having ya. So that should be exciting. That means the next show in this episode, so after this one, will feature Joe Anoa'i in action. Heading back to the ring now, and we've got Bobby Guns. He's on TV. Hey! After killing it in the pre-show, back to back, Bobby Guns gets a really good win here against a man like Darius, or as we call him, Darius. In 21 minutes with the Boston Crab. Nice, simple, technical wrestling. You love to see it. Bobby Guns with a 77 and Darius with a 51, a 72 overall. That's what I'm talking about. Really good match here. Really good. I really like Darius. I've been following him a lot online recently. And he's so much better than what this game kind of made him out to be. So yeah, you can expect something happening, I guess. But he is in the 0121 with Dan Maloney, so there is that. But yeah, moving on from this though, Bobby Guns is celebrating, and post-match, Sanity make their debut. Axeman, Tisha and Damo, they come out and they attack Darius. Bobby Guns just kind of sits back and loves it. Whereas as the beatdown continues, Dan Maloney and Zilla Fatu come out to save Darius from the attack. Axeman, Tisha and Damo kind of retreat as Bobby Guns looks like he's aligned with them, I guess, because he is patting them on the back and kind of cheering on. And we've got a stare down, 3 men outside of the ring, 3 men in the ring, the 0121 and Zilla, the Driller and the Zilla. Oh, it just writes itself, doesn't it? And yeah, with 54 rated segment, not the best. Zilla underperformed. Let's just recap these gimmick changes. Axeman Tisha's here. Not Axel Tisha. We've gone for Axeman Tisha. He's got the crazy gimmick. Came across as great. And then Damo, the Beast of Belfast. Very good. Good old penalties to all of this, which is annoying. But hey-ho, it's fine. William Regal, not a fan of chaos in LLW. So he says, you know what? There seems to be a little bit of beef here. And before it continues into the coming weeks where we're all attacking each other post-match, pre-match, backstage, how about this just gets settled in the ring, nipped in the bud, and over and done with. So, Bobby, you seem to be aligned with these 2 debuting attackers. So how about the 3 of you form a team and take on the 0121 and Mr. Zilla Fatu. So it has been confirmed. William Regal has set the match for A Tale of Two Cities. It will be Bobby Guns and Sanity taking on the 0121 and Zilla Fatu. Hopefully, it'll be a pretty good match. 8-8 segment, it's William Regal on the mic, so it's going to be gold. Well, this now sets up our main event, which is the current #1 contender for the King's title, Cara Noir, taking on the former King of the Lariat League, as it was called, Ashton Smith. 1-on-1. Hopefully, this is a good one. Let's see what happens. 69. Ooh. Oh. Well, Cara did amazingly. It's Ashton that kind of let himself go a little bit. But in a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, though, Cara Noir defeats Ashton Smith in 1 second over 20 minutes. Not that that matters at all with the package pile driver. Really good performance here from Cara as he builds that momentum heading into his title match against Drew Galloway. Ashton Smith seems to be on a bit of a decline. My boy, what's happening? 65 from Ashton, not very good at all. But post-match, respect where respect is due. Ashton Smith and Cara Noir shake hands and celebrate together. Ashton Smith kind of not really passing the torch over, but giving his seal of approval, saying this guy's ready. Drew Galloway needs to watch out. But that is how we end this show. A 70 overall, that's fine. Zilla was used fast too much. Hopefully that'll be something that disappears in the coming weeks and months as his popularity grows. We want to get him to work with some bigger names. And just see if Project Zilla is a thing. If not, we can just sack him like we do with other people. But yeah, so that's another match confirmed for Tale of Two Cities. We've got our next show, our week 2 show coming up next. And then what we'll do after that is just finalise the card, confirm what's happening in the following episode. But yeah, some good matches here. Charli Evans still continuing that momentum. Anna Y sets up that trios match, which will main event the next show. And Bobby Gunn's getting a really good win on TV. The main event was a bit lackluster, but what are you going to do? At least Cara Noir got an 83. I'm happy with that. But yeah, let's not waste any more time, and we'll head straight into the second show in this episode. Okay, and here we are for the second part of this episode and the second show of the month. As you know, we record 2 shows at a time, so the fans get treated oh so well when they attend live. I think that's a sold-out arena at the Crystal Palace Sports Centre, so we're going to have to look for a bigger one maybe in the coming weeks. But nice one, I'll take it. We're in the pre-show again. We've got 2 matches. LA Taylor gets the win over Z Brookside in 16 minutes 30. Zia, now part of TNA, which is awesome. In real life, not in game. So, big up to her. 44 from LA Taylor, 42 from Zia Brookside. Not bad. I'll take it. Moving on, we got Will Osprey again as we try to get him to... Oh, great chemistry. Keep that in mind. As we try to, just get rid of that rust. Is he rust-free yet? No, he's not rust-free yet. Okay, cool. We'll keep going. But 76 and rust-free. No, and still rusty. Insane. I usually don't do this at pay-per-views, but I'm just really keen for Osprey to get rid of that rust. So, I think at a Tale of Two Cities, we will have a pre-show match. Obviously, it's not going to impact the score, but it will be Osprey just taking on someone. But yeah, 71 in this is great. Chris Ridgeway, again, kind of a forgotten man that we're probably not going to use that much. So yeah, he might be on the way out, but I figured because we're medium now, we are going to have to grow our roster, so it's fine to have jobbers around and stuff. And Chris Ridgeway, at the moment, Ridgeway is a bit of a tongue twister. Chris Ridgeway, it's good to just have people like this that can just slot in, lose. And, sometimes I'll push them to win. I don't want anyone in this company to be just like a batting post. So, yeah. But let's head into the main show now as we kick off with some Tyler Bate against Levi Muir. And nice, a very good opening match in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Tyler Bate gets the win with the Tyler Driver 97 in 24 minutes. Tyler with an 85. Oh, love that. And Levi with a 54. Fair enough. I remember when Levi was hitting the 30s. So, he's getting better and better as the weeks progress. Or I should say months progress, because it's not that quick. Got the show to a strong start. Yeah, just a simple one-on-one. Get Tyler on TV. Get Levi on TV. Nice one. Following on from this, though, we head backstage and Sera Knight Jr. Catches up with Charli Evans. Charli Evans, of course, has been pushing for William Regal to add another women's belt, for God's sake. And Sera Knight says, you know what? I agree with you, Charli. Everything you're preaching makes complete sense. And you know what? I'll have a word with Regal and see what I can do. And Charli Evans is like, okay, I didn't know you had that power, but okay. So it looks like Sera Knight is now pushing for another women's title in LLW. After this, though, we've got a promo where Pac This is a recorded promo, so it's on the screen. Pac cuts a promo on Spike Trivet, who is, of course, facing him in the challenge. Trivet accepted the challenge early so that he could book his place at our next pay-per-view event. And just says that I'm just going to show you a taste of what you can expect, Spike. And the camera kind of zooms out, and Charlie Sterling, who is a good friend of Spike, is just on the floor as Pac just continues an assault on him. So Pac, you know, he's a bastard, as we know. He's our London Zone champion, though, and he is showing Spike what he can expect as we head to A Tale of Two Cities. After this, though, we got some tag team action, and it's the in-ring debut of Sanity, who have booked their place at A Tale of Two Cities with Bobby Guns. And in about that had good wrestling. Oh, Damo, why'd you get injured, you fucker? In about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Sanity defeat Brooks and Parker in 20 minutes when Axeman Tisha pins Drew Parker with a Death Valley bomb. Damo got a 68, but also injured himself, so he probably could have got more than that, to be honest. Tisha gets a 67, Brooks with a 73, and Drew Parker still kind of, you know, building himself up with a 59. Chris Brooks with hot new move. Axeman Tisha and Damo got tag team specialist bonus. Love that. But hopefully that is nothing too serious. Strained bicep. I don't know if that's anything serious. Normally, arm injuries aren't the longest. It's the leg ones that take forever. And it pops up with, obviously we've got Natty Neidhart working for us now in a backstage capacity. Yeah. Cool, no extra comments, that's fine. But we do have a debut here. It's Rio, as she takes on the kind of new, focused Mei Seira. And in a decent match, it is Mei Seira that gets the win. Rio is no one to be, you know, ignored in 20 minutes with a shooting star press. So this new, aggressive, pissed off Mei Seira has taken on a very aggressive wrestler in Rio and come out on top. And just to look at this, Rio is an emotionless person apparently, and she got a great rating, so that's awesome. We're not going to have any comedy matches, so you don't have to worry about any of those negatives. But yeah, really good win from Mei. As she said, I'm sick and tired of losing. I'm not going to lose ever again. Obviously, we'll have to see if that happens or not. But yeah, 66. I'll take it. We got another backstage promo here. Damo nursing his arm. Hopefully it's not too serious. Where Bobby Guns just says that he's going to show up the 0121 and Zilla. You know, the 0121 have had plenty of TV time in recent weeks to show what they can do. And let's be honest, there's not much there, is there? But Bobby Guns is here. Bobby Guns is on TV. He's back. And he is going to show everyone why the Germans are supreme. I don't know. Is he German? I think he's German. He's somewhere in Europe. That's really bad for me. I'm just gonna. That's why maybe the British aren't as good, or the English aren't as good. There we go. Because we know that Maloney and Derice are English. Zilla's obviously not, but Zilla's just helping out. But at 94, I've just realised that. Whoa, Bobby Guns on the mic. We're gonna have to start doing that more often. But yeah, these three men, hopefully these three men, because Damo did actually hurt his arm earlier in the show, will be heading to A Tale of Two Cities to take on the 0121 and Zilla Fatu. So yeah, fingers crossed that happens. If not, we'll figure out a substitute, or we'll just make it a tag team match or something. Following on from this though, Reena Yamashita is backstage, and she just congratulates Mei Seira on her new mentality and just says, this is what we need. This is what LLW needs. This is what you need. Keep going. And Mei Seira, kind of very expressionless, is just like, okay, and just walks off. As in, like, I don't need the champion's praise. You know, I'm just focusing on myself. Which, you know, good on you, Mei. Keep going. Love that. 63, yeah, Reena will remember next time to put a script on her. But now, it's main event time. We've got Joe Anoa'i, Chaz Betts, and El Hijo del Fantasma, a.k.a. 3 members of the Anoa'i Global Empire, taking on Sunshine Machine and a third person, should they have got one. So let's find out if they did, who it is, and what happens next. Looks like they brought in the help of Mark Andrews, and in about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. It is Anoa'i Global that defeat Mark Andrews and Sunshine Machine when Joe Anoa'i makes TK Cooper tap with the guillotine choke. A very aggressive performance here from everyone involved, and El Hijo being the one that stands out. Joanna Wai with a 75, but El Hijo with an 82. Wow. Chaz Betts with a 73. So yeah, all three members of Anoa'i Global doing really well here. TK Cooper and Mark Andrews doing the best on the right-hand side with mid to high 60s. And Chuck Mambo, you know, kind of lagging behind. But that's Chuck Mambo's thing in this game, isn't it? He's always lagging behind a little bit. But yeah, an 81 to finish the show. And Anoa'i Global stand tall. Will they be standing tall at Tale of Two Cities in the tag team match for the Knights Championship as Chaz Betts and Phantasma look to defend it against Sunshine Machine? That is how we end this one. So let's just see how we did. 81, that's more like it. I know that's a lot higher than what we probably should be getting right now, but why not be consistent with the higher ratings? Got our show increasing everywhere in the world. Love that. But yeah, while we're on this screen, let's go back to the office because we need to take a look and see what is happening with Damo. But before that, I'm going to see if we can find someone to maybe replace. If not, then we'll make a decision then and there whether it will be changed to a tag team match. Cool. I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, as you can see, it's nothing serious. I should have known a strain. A strain's nothing, you know, you strain your wrist, you just put a fucking band-aid on it and you're fine for a bit. Not a band-aid, you know, like a little brace thing, I don't know. But yeah, just 5 days, that's all good, because Tale of Two Cities is in 11 days. So, winner, the trios match continues. Of course, we've got poor Millie McKenzie. What could have been, eh? What could have been? Still 5 months away from recovering from that broken neck, but you guarantee as soon as she's fit and available, she's coming back. But yeah, let's end the show here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Just going to quickly run down the card for A Tale of Two Cities. Nothing crazy, just bog standard. Let's do this. So in the running order, this is the order of the matches that we will have. It will be that three-way trios match. Bobby Guns and Sanity taking on the 0121 and Zilla. Following on from that, though, we will get PAC's Open Challenge, which has already been accepted by Spike Trivet for the LLW London's own title. Then we will have the LLW Knights Championship with Chaz Betts and El Hijo del Fantasma looking to defend against Sunshine Machine. And then after that, another member, or what we assume to be a member of the Anoa'i Global Alliance, Colby Carino, is looking to face his former partner, Ricky Knight Jr., for that Prince's title. After that, though, it's our co-main event. We have got Rina Yamashita, our women's champion, our LLW Queen's champion, taking on Megan Bain, who wants her one-on-one. And then in our main event, we have got our LLW King, Drew Galloway, taking on the new #1 contender, Cara Noir. So hopefully it'll be a really good show. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, not much else to say. I'll see you guys in the next one.